And people today gathered at the State House to share stories about victims of sexual assault, domestic violence, and other violent crimes.
Yeah, it's a very moving ceremony that they do once a year. People find unity on the steps of the State House as they gather together today to share experience and also mourn some of their loved ones. News 19's San Perez explains more about the rally today.
I'm her dad, right? So in my eyes, she's perfect. But she was an incredible person. She was really loving. She really just thought the world of everybody. Had such a big smile always.
Carl Stoller describing his daughter Dallas. In 2018, Dallas went to a party, which her sister Carly says changed her life.
She was never the same person after it. Her smile, like we said, was extremely bright, but after that, it lost its glow. It was never the same.
Dallas said she had been sexually assaulted. 3 years later, she died by suicide, still waiting for trial. That wait, her father says, can be detrimental.
And then cases just fade away, and people and victims never receive justice.
Justice is what rally attendees like Nedra Myers are fighting for.
I am here to try to get some of these laws changed, talk to my legislators, and just be supportive of the cause for domestic violence and other crimes also.
After Myers' daughter Ebony was shot and killed by her husband, now serving 27 years in prison after pleading guilty to voluntary manslaughter, Myers tells me she finds strength with other survivors, like Sandy Smith, who's searching for answers as her son Stephen's murder investigation is underway, 8 years after his death.
Being heard, being shut out for so long, and now that everything's moving forward, it's just amazing how many supporters we have.
Despite how hard it is,
I struggle to get up every day and take another breath. My wife's the same way, her sisters, it's that way, but we have to move on. But you have to continue that fight.
A fight for rights that Sarah Ford with the South Carolina Victims Assistance Network says are important.
Victims have the right to be notified. They have the right to be present. They have the right to be heard at bonds, at hearings. And we see far too often that those very laws that are constitutionally based are not upheld.
Reporting in Columbia, Sam Perez, News 19 WLTX.
Well, a couple of specific pieces of legislation that the ralliers cite include Senate Bill 147, which protects the confidentiality of survivors of sexual and domestic violence, and also House Bill 4158, which would allow survivors of domestic violence to terminate a lease to find a safe place to live without significant financial penalty.